Hey guys, today we're going to be scraping up the scraps off the editing room floor and showing you my failed video folder. And why am I doing that? Well, it's been 13 gusting a million for the last week and a half, and I haven't had any opportunities to fly, which means no flying videos. So I really enjoy editing videos. It's a lot of fun. I like playing with all this kind of stuff. And so I thought, man, I want to do something. So I was going through my folders and I opened up my failed video folder and started going through these old videos that I chose not to release after I made them, and I've been laughing all morning. So what I want to do is I want to go through these videos with you guys, and we'll talk about what the idea was and why I didn't put it out there. So let's take a look at my failed videos. The first video I want to talk about is a video I made at the request of a company called ILevel for this unit called the bomb. It mounts on the outside of your wing and gives you all your AHRS information, your ADSB information, everything. It's just awesome. It talks to ForeFlight. It talks to all the different electronic flight books. When I started working on the video, I decided this thing's called the bomb. I'm going to make this dramatic movie about this unit and how this thing saves my life, but in just the cheesiest dramatic fashion possible. Once I got to the flying portion, there was a chip in the unit that had an issue, and this was right about the time that supply chain problems started hitting, pandemic issues were hitting, and it was impossible to get microchips. And so the delay went on for a long time, and it kind of fizzled out. We never got to finish it. It's a great unit. Let's watch the video and what I did. I think this is so cringy and so awesome at the same time. Hey guys, I'm Brian, and in this box is a bomb.
In a world plagued by expensive avionics, one pilot's journey to find an alternate solution has led him to the bomb. Will he be able to test it before it's too late?
I'm losing it! I'm losing it! I'm all over the place! I don't have control of the airplane!
Use the bomb, Brian. Use the bomb.
Oh yeah. The bomb. Yeah, I'm fine.
Can he save the day from certain disaster?
There's too many wires. I don't know which one's the right one.
I need you to cut the red wire.
How do you know? How do you know it's the red wire?
Look, we don't have time for this. I've got slightly graying hair. I'm wearing glasses. This symbolizes wisdom. You've got to do what I'm saying. Cut the red wire.
All right, I cut the red wire. I trust you.
Never liked that guy.
Can you handle all the bomb puns in this video?
This thing is the bomb. I'm a big fan of this part right here. The bomb is a blast. Photo bomb.
One man with only an iPad must prove to the aviation community that the future of aviation is the bomb.
So what exactly is the bomb?
The bomb is a wireless, self-aware unit that provides airspeed, angle of attack, ADSB, GPS, and more.
I think your services are no longer needed.
Plus, it just looks badass.
Yeah, it is pretty cool looking, isn't it? When I first tried the unit, I thought it wasn't working, but it turns out I wasn't doing it properly.
Something just doesn't seem right. This should be spinning. I don't know why this isn't spinning on its own.
So I got on the phone with tech support, and that's when they explained to me it needs to be mounted on the outside of the aircraft. You might be wondering if having this hanging out under the wing like this is going to add extra drag. It does, but Level Aviation thought of that, and they actually put a motor in the back of this unit that turns this fan, which adds just enough thrust to offset that drag. And there's a switch here. I can turn it on and show you how it works. Okay, so I was lying about that. But really what this is this fan spins when the plane moves, and this actually charges the device in flight, which is pretty amazing. And what's even more interesting is this generates more electricity than this really needs to run. So what does it do? It actually sends the excess energy up to the tip here in the form of heat, like you have a pitot heat on your pitot tube to prevent ice. So pretty freaking smart. Another video that I started to make but didn't make, you may remember, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, there was these groups on Facebook that were going to storm Area 51. Do y'all remember that? Like, what a dumb. So the Cirrus had been down for a major overhaul. It was time to get that done, and so we got that done, and we needed to make a long cross-country flight because you want the piston rings to seat. You want to fly it hot and do all the stuff you got to do. So we wanted to do a long cross-country. Oshkosh was coming up. Dad and I were going to fly to Oshkosh. We didn't really want our first long cross-country to be that far. We don't want to get stranded that far away if there's an issue. So I decided I was going to make a video, kind of a spoof on this Area 51 thing, but I didn't know exactly what it was going to look like. Dad and I came up with this idea, nothing to do with video making, said, you know what, let's go to Roswell, New Mexico. It's a 2.5, 3 hour flight from here. We can go out there and look for aliens or do whatever we want to do. About the time we had that idea, the Area 51 thing was happening. I got this new stupid piece of software that does animations that are really weird. You can control the characters, but I didn't really dive into how to use it, so that got kind of weird. So here is a video I made about going to Roswell to break in our engine. And I don't know why I made this weird animation, but here's the gist of it. Time's ticking, Oshkosh is coming up, and we really don't want Oshkosh to be the first long cross-country, because if something goes wrong, the price of the Uber from Wisconsin to Texas is going to be crazy. So anyway, Dad and I were talking over a pizza the other night about where we should go and how we can kind of break this plane in before we commit to the Oshkosh trip. And here's sort of how that conversation went.
Hey Dad, thanks for having us over for dinner tonight. This pizza is great. Sure, Brian. I am glad you and the kids could come over. Dad, before we dive into the discussion about the Cirrus, I feel we need to discuss the elephant in the room. You want to know why I am sitting on an invisible chair, don't you? This is the 30-day free trial of the software. And we haven't read the instructions. So the mechanic called and said the engine is ready. Great, let's go fly the Cirrus, Dad. Wait. We have to be careful. The mechanic said when breaking in a new engine, the first 2,000 hours are critical. 2,000 hours? In my Grumman, that is only a couple laps around the pattern. How is this different?
Did you guys say you were pilots? Oh wow, you're pilots? Real pilots? Oh my gosh. We're going to need more girls.
I bet if I make this the video thumbnail, it will drive more views to the video. Brian. Wake up. You fell asleep again. Sorry, Dad. What were you saying about the plane? We need to fly a long cross-country so the piston rings can set and we can break the engine in. I have a great idea. Let's fly to Area 51. There is a party happening there this weekend, I think. That sounds like fun, but I don't want to get shot out of the sky, Brian. That said, it is only 2 hours to Roswell, New Mexico. They have aliens and the food is better. Let's do it. Hell yes, let's go.
So we did, on a whim, over dinner, just decide that we were going to hop in the plane the next day and fly to Roswell, New Mexico. I'd never been, he'd never been, and why not? So this is a little bit of kind of the trip and how everything went down. One thing that's important to know is my dad and I fly sort of like old married couples drive. Neither of us understands how the other one's able to fly an airplane when we're not there to point out what they're doing wrong. So he and I fly around constantly telling each other what you missed or what you're about to miss and what you need to do. And it's funny, but so this is a little bit about the trip. This next one's a video that I was asked not to release. Used to, before I knew about fair use and before I'd spoken to a lot of legal folks about what I can and can't do. I would ask people before I spoofed them. You may remember this guy who accidentally landed his plane in Half Moon Bay. It was a Bonanza. You know what? You decide whether you think it was intentional or not. I have my own opinions. Well, you'll know what my opinions are based on watching this. That happened, and I decided, well, I'm gonna spoof that. So I did this whole video. I got Spencer Suderman, my friend, to do some voiceover. He's playing the guy in the camera ship, talking to me. Oh, he's playing Doug Masters, if you've seen Iron Eagle, from the camera ship, talking to me while we coordinate Operation Not a Stunt. So here we'll go through some of the clips of this thing. I approached the guy and said, hey, I'm making this video. Do you have a problem with it? He had a problem with it. So a lot of time has passed and I'm not overly worried about it anymore. But anyway, here's the clips I'm comfortable putting out. It was just supposed to be a simple photo mission. Wanted to get out there, get some pictures of my plane, and then, I don't know, go grab some tacos or something. So I called fellow pilot and really good friend of mine, Doug, and asked him if he'd help me out. Doug's a local legend. He's probably the only pilot who's ever flown the Snake in a 152 with a loosened oil cap. I might not be alive today if I hadn't chosen Doug to be my photo pilot that day. So we decided we were going to go out and get some pictures, and never in a million years did I imagine that I'd finish the day with my plane submerged hundreds of feet below the surface of the water.
Hey man, how am I looking from up there?
Looking good, man. I'm getting some really pretty footage up here. I'm ready for operation. Not a stunt. Anytime you are.
Yeah, I got some sort of problem. I think I'm gonna have to, I think I got an emergency.
What kind of emergency?
I was just looking on my phone. I'm not getting the attention I really want on the internet. I mean, my engine's running real rich.
That's definitely a problem.
Not sure what to do about it.
To try to juggle the handle?
No, it's too late, man. I committed to ditching. Once I make a commitment, you know I follow through. I'm gonna put it in the drink.
You have a life jacket?
No, I don't have a life jacket.
You have a raft?
Negative. I do not have a raft.
You have anything you can use as a flotation device?
I do have my 7-year-old in the back seat. I can probably float on top of her for at least a couple of minutes.
That will work perfect. Good planning.
All right, let's make sure we got our priorities in order. There's 3 very critical things while I'm doing this. Number 1, make sure the cameras are rolling. 2, try to get some high-quality still photos when I put her down. 3, contact the news media as soon as you can. And then if there's any time left over, call my family and let them know I've had an incident. All right, here goes nothing.
Mayday! Mayday! Doug, I ain't gonna make it.
Well done. If ditching a plane in the fake ocean was an Olympic sport, you just earned yourself a gold medal.
All right, man, I'm down here and the plane's starting to fill with water.
I will circle overhead so that the Coast Guard, which is conveniently only a mile away, can find you.
All right, so we're in the bay, we're in the ocean, and it's just standing on the wing of the plane, and it's I think we're gonna be okay. My buddy's yeah, it's not that good. She's got the scurvy. She took on some salt water.
It's fine.
We're lucky to be alive, but we're probably not gonna make it much longer.
Nothing bad's happening.
It's a pretty terrible day here in the bay. Our buddy's supposed to be circling up there. He's gonna be getting help.
It's a great day.
So we're still here. We're still waiting for rescue.
Yeah, perfect temperature water.
It's pretty bad. The water is cold. There's ice everywhere. I can feel hypothermia starting to set in.
I'm perfectly fine.
It's really, really bad out here.
It's really good out here.
I took on some salt water, and I think I'm starting to get dementia. We've been here for probably...
I can remember everything.
We've probably been in for about 6 minutes now.
No, we've been in here for 30 seconds.
There are sharks in here, and they're eating our legs. My legs are mostly gone.
I don't feel anything.
There's a lot of sharks in the water. There's sharks everywhere. They're eating our legs. And, oh yeah, they're
Yay, fun time.
probably not going to make it.
Hey, at least we're dying in the water pretty cold.
Oh, she's got a positive attitude because the water's so cold. She can't feel it.
Hey, I can feel it very much so, and it feels nice, warm, and toasty.
These aren't my feet. I don't wear that shade of toenail polish. But I think we're going to be okay. We're going to have to figure out how to live without legs, but I'm up for the challenge. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
I still got my legs.
She's got dementia. She's taken on a lot of salt water, and I think the cold has gone to her head. This isn't good. This isn't good at all.
It is.
It's not good at all. This,
perfect time.
this is for real. I really landed my plane in the real ocean.
I doubt that.
There's real sharks. They're
made of cardboard.
I can see my entrails below the water line, and it's not good.
I can see the food coloring.
It's definitely not food coloring. I did not just fill my hot tub with beet juice.
Yes, you did.
I think I hear the Coast Guard. No. Me first. She's young. She's got a whole life ahead of her. I'm critical. So here's a fun one. This is a video for Lightspeed. They had a contest where they wanted you to make a 30-second ad for how you use their Lightspeed headset, and I think I made a 1.5-minute ad, and it was bizarre. But I think they took the 3 winners or whatever and ran them on their sites. This is the one I made. It's not that I didn't release it. It just didn't make sense to put a 1 minute or however long it is video on the channel. So here was my entry for the Lightspeed headset commercial competition.
What's wrong with you? I come home, feed the kids, clean the house, and you just want to play airplane with your fancy headset all night. Are you listening to me? Have you even heard a word I've said? I swear, it's like you're completely deaf sometimes.
Whoops. The next one's not a video I didn't release. It's just when I'm editing videos, if I see something that's kind of funny, sometimes I'll just cut it and say that's an outtake somewhere and I throw it in the folder. For whatever reason, this was in my failed videos folder. It's not a video, it's just 20 seconds, but I think it's funny.
All right, that is a really slow plane down there. What is that? Cool looking. That's the slowest plane I've ever seen. It's a helicopter. That's the fastest helicopter I've ever seen.
All right, thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't have any real flying content this week. I hope you laughed or enjoyed any bit of this. So you can see there's a lot of stuff that you work on, and then at some point you go, well, I'm not doing it. But hopefully the winds died down and the weather's good this week, and I get to do some flying because I have 3 or 4 things that I'm really excited about, but I got to get the flying scenes filmed. So hopefully that happens next week, and we'll get back to doing some real flying content. I try to release every Sunday morning. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Fly smart, and I'll catch you in the next one.
All right, so we're in the bay, we're in the ocean, and it's just standing on the wing of the plane, and it's I think we're gonna be okay. My dog is here.
Now this part's problematic.
Yeah, there's a.
Holy crap.
There's a lot of sharks in the water. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. It's definitely not food coloring. I did not just fill my hot tub with beet juice.
Yes, you did.
It does taste pretty good.
It smells horrendous.
It does smell bad, and I'm sure it's probably great for the filter.
Well,
If it sounds like a dog panting, it's kind of a weird effect that the ocean has sometimes. I'm probably not going to make it.
these are made of plastic.
No, those are my feet. Those are my real feet. It's not. Nope.
Look, it's rubber.
It's not rubber. That's just you've never seen.
See, look, it squishes.
No. When rigor mortis sets in, they feel plastic and rubbery. I did not buy these for $6 off of Amazon, and they did not.
You still have feet. And also, your feet look kind of much stranger than this.
Probably, and I don't know why when I
they're all
ordered
tangled.
2 plastic feet off of Amazon, they gave me 2 right feet.
Hey, maybe they're good at dancing.
You'd think if you ordered 2 feet, they'd give you 1 of each.
No, at least you don't got 2 left feet.
All right, I gotta filter the beet juice out of the hot tub now.
Click this link to see the most recent video upload. Click this link to see a video that YouTube thinks you might like. Click this link to subscribe to my channel.